The elevator doors opened on level 2. Darkness waited outside. And in the darkness, something whispered Elias' name. No one breathed. The sound had not been loud. It had barely been sound at all, more like air pressed through teeth than a voice. But it knew him. It shaped the 3 syllables with care.
Elias.
Kay's fingers tightened around his wounded shoulder. Pain flashed white behind his eyes. Elias bit down on it before it could become a sound. The elevator held open. Beyond the doors lay the second-floor corridor of St. Orison Hospital, though Elias would not have recognized it if the wall signs had not told him. Pediatrics to the left, imaging to the right, staff lounge ahead. The backup lights here had failed. Only the elevator's interior glow spilled out, a pale rectangle across the tile. Something moved at the edge of that light. Mr. Barlow hammered the close door button.
Close, 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 close.
The doors stayed open. Elias saw the button light beneath Barlow's thumb and understood half a second too late. Someone outside had called the elevator. Or something had. The system had rules, terrible rules, but rules. A call from a floor could interrupt a ride. A door could be held by pressure. A button could be pressed by anything with enough fingers.
Back wall.
No one moved.
Back wall now.
Fear loved instructions. The survivors crowded deeper into the elevator car. Kay tried to pull Elias with them, but he stayed near the threshold, one hand pressed to his shoulder, the other hovering uselessly at his side. 10 seconds. Every direct action he took arrived 10 seconds late. Closing doors, pushing someone, throwing the extinguisher, even a desperate punch. But speaking worked immediately. Maybe because words were not actions. Maybe because the trial had a cruel sense of humor and wanted him to keep just enough control to understand when he failed.
Elias.
This time the voice sounded closer. A shape emerged from the corridor. For one wild second, Elias thought it was a child. Small body, hospital gown, bare feet, one hand dragging along the wall. Then it stepped into the elevator light and the thought died. It wore the outline of a child, but the proportions were wrong. Arms too long, neck too thin, head tilted as if listening to a song only it could hear. Its face was hidden beneath a fall of black hair matted to its cheeks. Blue-white text flickered above it.
Echolure. Threat levels 3.
Do not answer it. It said your name. I noticed.
The echolure lifted its head. Under the hair, its mouth was full of voices.
Kay.
Kay went rigid. The voice had changed. It was deeper now, older, male. Elias did not know whose voice it was, but Kay did. Her whole face collapsed around the recognition.
Dad!
Do not answer it.
Kay took one step forward. Elias caught her wrist. Nothing happened. His hand had made the decision. His arm had reached. His fingers should have closed around her. The world put the result aside for later. Kay kept moving. 1.
Kay, come here.
2. Elias lunged after her. His ribs screamed. 3. The echolure smiled beneath its hair. 4. Kay crossed the threshold. 5. Elias tried to shout, but the sound snagged on blood and panic. 6. The creature opened its arms. 7.
No.
8. She stopped herself. 9. The echolure's smile vanished. 10. Elias' grip arrived around Kay's wrist. He yanked her. The force pulled her backward at the exact moment the echolure lunged. Its fingers sliced the air where her throat had been. Kay crashed into Elias. Elias crashed into the elevator wall. His wounded shoulder hit metal, and for a moment the world became a bright, silent place. The echolure struck the threshold but did not enter. It recoiled as if the elevator light burned. Mr. Barlow hit the close button again.
Don't.
Too late. The button would register in 10 seconds if the elevator accepted the command at all. But the doors did not close. The echolure had placed one long-fingered hand against the frame, holding the sensor open. Its head twitched toward Barlow.
Martin!
Barlow made a sound like a man being opened from the inside.
Linda.
Back wall.
Barlow did not hear him.
You left me alone.
No, I stayed. I was there.
You left.
I was there.
Barlow stepped forward. Elias saw the pattern then. The echolure did not control bodies, not directly. It pulled on grief until people moved themselves. It found the name that made you open the door inside your own chest. He needed to break the pull. He could not hit it in time. He could not close the door in time. He could not drag Barlow back in time. But he could speak.
Mr. Barlow, Linda wouldn't know about the fire extinguisher.
Barlow stopped. The echolure's head snapped toward Elias. Good. Hate me instead.
She wouldn't know where we are. She wouldn't call you from a hospital hallway during the end of the world. She wouldn't use your guilt like a leash.
The creature's mouth opened wider beneath its hair.
Elias!
The elevator seemed to tilt. He had not heard that voice in 6 years. Not outside old videos, not outside dreams that left him mean and hollow the next morning. His mother had been a nurse before the cancer made her a patient. And when pain took her temper, she had apologized as if dying was a personal inconvenience.
Eli, you didn't answer the last calls.
His blood went cold. That was not public, that was not in a chart. The last night his phone had rung at 2:13 a.m. He had been asleep between shifts. By the time he woke, there had been a voicemail, then another call from his aunt, then the long clean break in the world that came after someone was gone.
You let me die alone.
Elias' hand loosened from Kay's wrist. The corridor breathed. No one in the elevator spoke. The 10-mark circle at the edge of Elias' vision pulsed faintly. Countdown sensor. One delayed action remained pending, Barlow's close door press still blocked by the creature's hand in the sensor path. 7 marks. The echolure extended its free hand.
Come here, sweetheart.
6. Elias took a step. Kay slapped him. The blow landed immediately because Kay's actions were not cursed by his skill. His head snapped sideways. Pain lit his cheek. The spell cracked.
She is dead, mine too maybe, yours too. Whatever that is, it is eating the shape of them.
5. Elias tasted blood again and nodded once.
Thank you.
4. The echolure screamed. Not loud. Deeper. A layered roar made of every voice it had stolen. The elevator lights flickered. Tyler dropped to his knees with both hands over his ears. Barlow stumbled backward. 3. The creature's hand slipped from the sensor. 2. Elias moved. Not toward the creature. Toward the emergency panel. 1. He slammed his fist into the glass cover over the elevator's stop switch. Nothing happened. 0. Barlow's close door command registered. The elevator doors slid shut. The echolure thrust its arm through the gap. Kay grabbed Tyler and pulled him clear. The long fingers snapped inches from his face. The doors closed on the creature's forearm and bounced open. Of course, Elias' punch arrived. The glass cover shattered. He drove his thumb toward the stop switch. Nothing happened. The echolure forced its head between the reopening doors. Its hair parted. There was no face underneath. Only a wet hollow lined with small moving mouths. Every mouth spoke at once.
Stay.
Elias did the first thing that came to him. He spat blood into its face. For 10 seconds, nothing happened. The creature lined in. Kay raised the fire extinguisher. Elias had not seen her pick it up. She swung with both hands and smashed the canister into the echolure's head. That happened immediately. The creature reeled.
Again?
Kay hit it again. The doors tried to close. Its arm blocked them. Mr. Barlow found himself. Maybe not all the way, but enough. He grabbed the creature's wrist with both hands and shoved downward. Tyler, still crying, threw his weight against Barlow's arms. 2 others joined. The echolure shrieked with stolen voices. Elias' thumb hit the stop switch. The elevator lurched. The doors froze half open. That was not what he wanted.
Why did you stop it?
I didn't mean to.
The system offered no sympathy.
Improvised constraint detected. Environmental hazard potential, moderate.
Elias stared at the words. Environmental hazard. The elevator was stopped between commands. Doors half open. Creature caught in the gap. Manual systems confused. His skill did not make him fast. It made cause and effect untidy.
Hold its arm. We are holding its arm.
Elias reached toward the stop switch again and flipped it back. Nothing happened. The echolure twisted its wrist. Skin tore. It did not seem to care. One long finger scraped across Barlow's cheek, opening a red line. Barlow bellowed and shoved harder. Kay looked at Elias. She understood before he said it.
When?
8 seconds.
To what?
Move.
That's not an answer.
It is the only one I have.
She swore under her breath, then braced the extinguisher against the creature's elbow. The circle in Elias' vision ticked down. 5. The echolure began whispering again, faster now, throwing names like knives.
Mara, Joseph, Linda, Dad, Eli.
4.
Don't listen.
3.
Easy for you.
2.
No, it isn't.
1.
Push it.
0. The stop switch reset. The elevator system woke confused and angry. The doors tried to close. The safety sensor found an obstruction and reversed. The motor caught, stuttered, then drove again as the earlier close command and the reset fought through old machinery. For 1 second, the doors clamped with full force. Kay shoved the extinguisher into the hinge side. Barlow and Tyler drove the creature's arm downward. The echolure's elbow bent the wrong way. Then broke. It ripped its own limb free to escape the doors. The severed arm fell into the elevator. The rest of the creature vanished backward into the dark corridor, shrieking in a dozen stolen voices. The doors finally closed. The elevator rose. No one celebrated. The severed arm writhed on the floor like a pale root. Kay smashed it with the extinguisher until it stopped moving. Elias slid down the wall and sat hard on the floor. His shoulder had gone numb. That worried him more than the pain had. Kay knelt beside him and tore open his sleeve.
Bullet grazed you, deep graze, ugly but not through.
You a doctor.
Nursing student, 3rd year.
Convenient.
Not really, I was supposed to be home studying pharmacology.
She pressed a folded strip of fabric against the wound. Elias hissed.
Hold that.
He held it. The system chimed softly.
Threat survived, Ecolor. Experience gained, 18. Party contribution detected. Temporary party formed, 6 participants.
A list appeared in Elias' vision.
Elias Venn, K. Hart, Tyler Moss, Martin Barlow, Neha Singh, Owen Price.
6. He had not known the last 2 names. They were the pair who had barely spoken, a lab tech with blood on her shoes and an older man in a janitor's uniform. Now the system had named them for him, as if naming was the same as saving.
Party objective updated. Reach Chapel Ward Safe Zone. Reward Safe Zone access, basic class selection.
Class selection.
No one answered. The elevator passed level 3. Then level 4. Elias watched the indicator like it owed him money.
We should talk.
His voice was hoarse. Blood ran down his cheek, but he did not seem to notice.
About what?
Barlow looked at Elias.
About him.
There it was. Elias leaned his head back against the elevator wall. He had expected it, but expectation did not make it pleasant.
His skill nearly got us killed.
His skill got us out.
After opening the door on that thing.
Something called the elevator. It was stopping anyway.
You don't know that.
Neither do you.
Barlow's jaw tightened.
Every time he touches something, we wait 10 seconds. Doors, buttons, weapons, that is a liability.
Elias closed his eyes. He could defend himself. He could explain timing, traps, delayed force. He could point to the pinned shambler, Grant, the second elevator, the broken Ecolor arm. He was too tired.
You're right.
Don't help him.
He is right. If you need a door opened fast, don't ask me. If you need someone dragged away instantly, don't ask me. If I forget the delay, people die.
The elevator went quiet. Level 5. Elias opened his eyes.
But if we know the delay, we can use it. I can start actions before we need them. I can make a door open behind us instead of in front of us. I can throw something before the target gets there. I can trigger things from a distance in time, not space. That's supposed to make sense. Eventually,
Kay gave a short, breathless laugh. Barlow did not.
And if you panic?
Elias looked at the blood soaking the cloth under his hand.
then slap me apparently.
Kay's mouth twitched despite everything. The elevator chimed.
Level 6.
The doors opened. Warm light spilled in. Not red emergency strips, real light. Soft gold flickering from battery lanterns and candles lined along the corridor. For a second, it was so beautiful that Elias distrusted it more than the dark. A painted sign on the wall read Chapel Ward, Palliative Care, Family Rooms. Blue-white text shimmered over the hall.
Recognized safe zone. Entry condition, no active hostile intent. Please enter calmly.
Please enter calmly, that's funny.
At the end of the corridor, double doors stood open. Beyond them, Elias saw people. Dozens of them. Patients in wheelchairs, nurses, a surgeon with blood to the elbows. A priest in a cardigan. Security guards with shaking hands and improvised barricades. They all turned when the elevator opened. For one fragile second, Elias thought they had made it. Then a woman near the chapel doors raised a crossbow. Elias stared at it. A crossbow. Where had someone found a crossbow in a hospital? The system answered before anyone spoke.
Participant Helena Ward. Class Initiate Warden. Skill Oathbolt.
The woman aimed at Elias' chest.
Hands where I can see them. And tell me why the trial says one of you is compromised.
The survivors froze. Elias' blood turned colder than the elevator shaft. One of them. Kay slowly lifted her hands. Tyler began to cry again. Barlow looked at everyone except himself. The system displayed the party list once more. 6 names. 1 flickered. Not Elias. Not Kay. The flickering name belonged to Martin Barlow. Barlow saw Elias looking. For an instant, his face was human terror. Then he smiled with someone else's mouth.
I told you. You left me.